begin. Acts chapter 20, verse 35. In everything I did, I showed you that by this kind of hard work we must help the weak, remembering the words of the Lord Jesus himself. He said, "It is more blessed to give than to receive." To the friends and members of Woodlake Lutheran Church, good day. Today is another installment of our candid conversations around the finances of the church. Last week I had spoken about the income of the church and how we were doing as of July 31st. And today I had promised to talk about the expenses for that same period. I'm going to talk about and mention various areas within our church that we serve and how they're performing year to date, again to that number of, or that date of July 31st. I'm not going to include all areas, so let us begin. Our youth has currently spent only about 8% of their plan year to date. Somewhat, this is to be expected because COVID started in March and, well, they're not gathering in groups anymore, or mission trips did not take place, etc. Worship. We've spent approximately 34% of our plan year-to-date figures, and this also, we're not gathering as much as we did since March. Our fellowship, they have spent about 87% to date. Our fellowship continues. Properties. Our properties area sees about a 51% expense year-to-date figures. That's to be expected. We're not there as often, and so that would obviously be affecting those values. One thing that we are going to be doing, we plan to update some lighting in our fellowship hall and in that adjoining hallway. This is, first of all, in an effort to update the lighting to be more energy efficient in the fellowship hall, and it will also assist us as those that rent from us down that adjoining hallway. We need to make some improvements there also, just to enhance the lighting, if you will. Our office management has spent about 75% of their expenses to date, and our personnel, we've spent about 98%, and that's because we've been able to keep everyone employed, in large part, again, that's the Affordable Care Act that's going on. It allowed us to pivot, because we were able to hang on to our staff, that pivot enabled us to perform all kinds of various styles or programs of worship. We've been able to be online, and most recently we've been able to have our drive-up service, which I understand is going to be happening again soon. Let us pause. I want to share another reading with us, please, and it's going to be from 1 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 2. Now it is required that those who have been given a trust must prove faithful. I took the time over the past 2 weeks to talk about the incomes and expenses on how our church was doing, to lay a groundwork, to basically set up a framework, if you will, as we go into our September financial planning, and then finally onto our stewardship event period. Just as a personal thank you, I would like to thank Skip Reebie and Jean Kass for their stewardship and their willingness to serve on this year's audit committee. So thank you very much. Again, to everyone out there, I thank you for your time, and until next week, please stay safe, and I am Augie Schauer, the treasurer of Woodlake Lutheran Church. I'm going to close with 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 10. Each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others as faithful stewards of God's grace in its various forms. Good day.